Hey everyone, it's Cameron with the Burnside team at Keller Williams Real Estate. So in this video, we have two very important announcements. The first one is about our client appreciation event that's coming up very soon. And then in the second part of the video, we want to talk a little bit about some of the things that we see sellers get worried about, nervous about, and they want to fix or repair before they put their house up on the market that they really don't need to do anything about. So first, the fun part. This 21st of September, I want to make sure I had the date right, we're going to be hosting a little event at the Kuahara Thriller Park and Pumpkin Patch, which is located in Draper. Now, I honestly have not been there yet, but I've heard really, really great things about it. So it's just another opportunity for us to say thank you for allowing us to stay in touch with you, for all of your support this year. Couldn't have a great year without people like you, so we really appreciate letting us stay in contact. We want to invite you and people that you know out to this event. So again, it's going to be on the 21st. It's a really, really cool place. It has things for people and kids of all ages. We need to hear from you by the 14th of September. There's a little link down here in the video, so make sure you click on that for the full details. We are going to pay for the first 4 people in your party, and then if you want additional tickets, they're $9 each. They're usually $24, so it's a really, really good deal, and kids 3 and under get in for free. So a lot of fun there. It would be great to see you, but make sure you get your reservation in by the 14th so we can get a good, accurate head count. That's the fun part. Let's move on to inspections. So people ask me, Cameron, what do I need to do to get my house ready in order to sell it? I've talked in previous videos about some of the things I really recommend people do. In this video, I want to share with you just 3 very quick, brief things that people are doing that they don't really need to. It doesn't really help them in the long run. The first one is what I would consider minor, and the key word there is minor, electrical or HVAC issues. Now, if you've got a major problem or if it's a safety hazard, by all means, you'd want to get that fixed. But there are minor things that people are really, really worried about. They're going in, changing out all of their plugs, making sure everything has GFIs to it, and they're doing a lot of little nitpicky things. They're putting earthquake straps on their hot water heater. Now, these are good things. I'm not saying they're bad, but a lot of these types of things will come up on just about every home inspection that you see. And the key is to make sure that when you get an offer and a buyer comes in, that you're really only hitting the things that the buyer's most concerned about. So a lot of those smaller things, I wouldn't worry about at the time of putting the house up for sale. Those can come up later and it's okay to negotiate and do those. I'm not saying they're not important, but they have their time and there's other things you'd want to worry about. The second one has to do with windows. Windows are a huge item because a lot of times I'll go into a house and people will say my windows are original, or I have a couple of windows that are new here and not over there, so I'm gonna go buy all new windows. Again, it's not that it doesn't help, it does, but it's also a very big expense that you're not going to get your money out of 100%. Yes, people will come in and say it has new windows, that's fantastic, and they might even be willing to pay a little bit more for your house or buy your house versus another house that doesn't have those new windows, but it's not a dollar for dollar return. So if you have windows that are maybe a little bit older, now, if they're broken and they have a lot of issues that way, you might want to replace some window panes because that can get in the way of some of the financing. But to go in and replace all of the windows, not like a really, really, really big idea that you'd want to follow through on. The same thing goes for appliances. Again, I'll go into a house and that house, it may not be a brand new house and it may not have been completely remodeled recently, but it might have one black appliance and maybe a white appliance, or maybe the appliances are a couple of years older. You don't have to go in and get all new matching brand new appliances. Once again, like the windows, you're not going to get your money out. People are going to like that. It's going to be very attractive to them, but a dollar for dollar savings, it is not. So just be careful when it comes to those things as well, because you can spend a lot of money really fast and it doesn't get you what you want. Plus the buyers that are coming in, they might already have their fridge. They might have their washer and dryer that they're going to be bringing in. So don't rush out to get new appliances. And then the last one would be partial updates. This comes into play a lot of times when people say, man, my kitchen hasn't been updated for 40 years. So they go and they put a ton of money into remodeling the kitchen, or they put money into remodeling a bathroom, or maybe just into one room that's in really, really not great shape. But what happens there is that makes the rest of the house look even more dated. So if you've got a house with a number of years behind it, don't worry about going in and taking care of a remodel any one place unless it's really, really needing it. An example of that could be if you have a kitchen that is physically very, very poorly laid out. So I've gone in and seen kitchens that are very narrow, just not well done in the first place. that might be a little bit of a different story. But be really, really careful on those things because, as I said, in the other items, you don't get your money dollar for dollar when you're doing that. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. There are a number of others, but those are some of the biggest ones that I hear. As always, as you're starting to get ready to sell your house or thinking about it, just in the last couple of weeks, I've had a number of clients who called me up and said, hey, Cameron, we're getting ready to put up this house for sale. We'd like you to come out, take a look, see what you think. I'm more than happy to do that. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it really, really helps you get ready to get the house for sale in the most costly and effective way, saving you and making you the most money down the road, which is the big thing for everybody. So if you're thinking about doing it or just having questions, reach out, give me a call, sign up for the event, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be an awesome day, and I really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.